readers, I'm really proud of you. I know that you all on your own are tackling harder and harder texts, and a lot of you are reading chapter books. And I wanted to talk to you today about what you can do to help you remember and understand your text better. So it's really important as you're reading to make sure that you stop every once in a while and just ask yourself to summarize or remember what you had just read. Because there's nothing worse than getting 20, 30 pages in and going, what did I just read? And having to go all the way back. So let me show you one strategy that you can do at home when you are reading and trying to remember your text. So readers, you can stop after a paragraph if you need to, or a page or a chapter, and you're just going to ask yourself to summarize. So you're going to give the big ideas of what just happened. And if you can, just keep reading. But if you can't, then you want to go back and reread, because you might have missed some important parts that really play, that are essential to understanding your story. Okay, so let me show you. I have been reading this book. It's Bella and Rosie, and it's called Keeping Watch, and it's a chapter book. And so I was reading the first chapter. It's called Protecting the House. So I read this page, that to myself, here, and then I got to the end of the chapter, and I had to ask myself, what happened? And so my strategy here is I actually put a sticky note and wrote down my summary. You could do that. You could write it in your reader's notebook. You could tell somebody that's at your house, a sibling or a parent, or you could just tell yourself. You can do that too. So I read this part, and then I summarized and said, Bella and Rosie sit at the window and wait for little animals to come into their yard. They like to chase the animals out. They do not like intruders. Okay? So I know that I understood that chapter and I can go on. If at the end I would have said, gosh, I know it's about Bella and Rosie, but I don't really know what they did, then I'm going to go back and reread. And I'm going to leave it up to you as to when you stop. You may say, I need to practice this a little, so I'm going to stop after each page. Or I'm going to read a little further, maybe do a chapter, and then go back and summarize. You always want to monitor and make sure you remember what you're reading. Okay? So give it a go when you are reading on your own. Make sure you stop and summarize so that you know what you're reading. Okay, keep reading, readers.